Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to The Elevator, a game where you take an elevator with a cute anime girl. That's about sums it up. Let me welcome you to The Elevator. Hi, I'm the elevator girl. I'll be your assistant for today. Before anything else, I'll advise you to keep your hands away from the walls and to not move around too much. Very strict elevator. The company won't pay for any injuries that might occur on the way down. So please be careful. So quick note, this game was actually made by the creator of Monster Girl Island, which is an island of monster girls. In the past, we've had issues with lost limbs stuck in the mechanisms. Not a pretty sight, as you'd imagine. Also very expensive to clean up. But don't worry. I'm worrying right now, the game just froze. No, okay, it's back. If you stand perfectly still, the chances of something going wrong are less than 50%. I have played Monster Girl Island, by the way, if you want to ask. Shark Girl's best. Now, please don't be impatient, dear stranger. This is a very long trip down. Let's take this chance to get to know each other. Okay. I'll let you know once we're near our first stop. Sure. There's still a long way to go. So for now, please relax and enjoy my company. Yeah, okay. The elevator. 444. Huh. Unlucky numbers. Times triple. So, where are we going? Please don't be impatient. There's still a long way to go. We're not going to hell, are we? Are we there yet? No. I like your outfit, by the way. It's kind of like sporty. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? There it is. There it is. No. Can I do anything else other than talk to you? Guess not. We've arrived to our first stop. 1 or -1? Oh my god. It's a poncho. What's up, bro? No getting ahead. Take your ticket and wait. We call this floor the waiting room. People that don't have the patience to endure the trip down are left here. They spend a long time here waiting for something, or perhaps waiting for nothing at all, like life. All that's clear is that they wait. They wait a lot. A lot they wait. Yo, bro. I've been here a long time waiting for... Wait, what was I waiting for? Anyway, bro. Did the Rubber Boy ever find the single piece? Yeah, it was the friends we made along the way. I was a big fan of that show, but sadly never got to see how it ended. Of course, people that leave here can't get into the elevator again. That's a no-go. Elevator? What's that? Anyway, I'm back to waiting. Have a nice day, you both. Actually, I think the old man could use some company over there. You'll just complain all the way down, won't you? Yeah. I don't have time for impatient whiners. So now, please, will you get off my elevator? You left the elevator and entered the waiting room. The old man and the other people there made the waiting more bearable for you. You talked to them all the time while you waited and waited. In due time, you called them friends. It's not that bad of an ending. But eventually, you ran out of topics to discuss with them. So you silently waited and waited. Sometimes you'd hear the elevator pass by. Occasionally even stop with visitors. In rare occasions, someone would leave the elevator and join the waiting room. But eventually, you also lost interest in the new arrivals. At some point, you forgot that you ever rode that elevator. At some point, you forgot what you were waiting for. Did you even know what it was to begin with? It didn't matter anymore. You just kept waiting, and waiting, and waiting some more. And one. Shouldn't be N -1. So I'm just gonna try being quiet. Yep. My curiosity is each floor an individual ending? Or do you pass a floor, and then depending on how you chose, you either get stuck there or not? And then you get the ending. We'll see. We'll see. So keep quiet, like I always do. This is good elevator music. I like this. We've arrived to our first stop. Okay, so it's gonna be we're passing by the floors. The waiting room, people don't have patience to endure. Skip all this real quick. And then she closes it. Okay, so it's you're gonna pass by a floor, and if you get an ending, you're gonna stay on that floor. Well, I don't think that is your stop. So let's keep going deeper and deeper, shall we? So from this point on, we'll skip the initial opening unless I choose new dialogue. Our next stop is still a few minutes away. Do you want to chat for a bit? I was reading a story earlier. You've probably heard about it. It's a fairly popular one. The Tale of the Tortoise and the Hare. Well, in case you don't remember it, it goes somewhat like this. There was once a tortoise and a hare that decided to have a race between them. The hare would often mock the tortoise for being so slow. So when the day of the race came, the hare easily outpaced the tortoise and got close to the finish line in no time. Seeing the slow pace of the tortoise, the hare got cocky and decided to take a nap, as it was impossible that the tortoise would ever catch up. But then, the hare slept for so long that the tortoise managed to slowly, but steadily, get to the finish line and beat the hare. Quite the story, don't you think? It's easy to draw parallels to real life. There are many hares and tortoises out there. Now tell me, stranger, would you consider yourself a hare or a tortoise? So, this is probably a pretty big decision for one of the endings. I'll go with the tortoise for now. The tortoise, huh? The story was constructed in such a way to make the tortoise appear to be the hero. But I disagree with that notion. The tortoise is just as bad as the hare. If you are hardworking, you'll put in the effort to always be on top. You wouldn't let yourself go so much that you become a laughingstock of everyone else. Furthermore, the tortoise's victory was a fluke that relied on the hare's incompetence, not the tortoise's effort. They are both incredibly lazy. Nice, I like that interpretation. Well, hare or tortoise, it doesn't matter, but you also gave me only two choices, so you know, that was a little unfair. I'm sure our next floor will be of interest to you. Oh, here we are. If you want to go under that interpretation, another way to take it is, if they raced again, the hare would win next time, and probably the time after that, because he wouldn't be cocky anymore. So, if you go from the perspective of it's the hare's story, it's a lesson of humility, and how even when you're ahead, you've got to always keep going. Let me welcome you to the factory. You're not gonna turn me into a robot, are you? Maybe a common rider? The factory is the pride and joy of our company. We make everything here. From jewelry, to insulin, to firearms, it's all here. All our systems are automated too. The robots handle all the work, so being one of our employees is extremely easy. I asked you about the hare and the tortoise earlier, because you seemed lazy to me, and I think I was right. So I wanted to make you an offer. We are currently hiring, and we need someone just like you. Someone to do absolutely nothing. Also, the pay's pretty good to boot. Would you be interested? Nice. Please hire me. I'm glad to hear that. Now please, leave the elevator and go to your new job. You left the elevator and entered the factory. As promised, your job was just as advertised. Do absolutely nothing while the robots handled all production. The pay for doing nothing was extremely good, but you had nothing to do with all that money, as all your living expenses were paid for, and you were unable to leave the factory. And thus days, months, and years passed. Days blurred together more and more as the time flew by, and you never had anything to worry about. Nothing to gain, nothing to do. Eventually, your brain had become mush. Unable to think, you became no different from the mindless robotic arms that worked all day long. And so, you started imitating them. Having no thought, your body started working in unison with the machines on its own. With the precision of an automaton, you continued to build things day and night. If your brain was still functioning, you'd surely be proud of your newfound technique. But of course, that was not the case. And plus you continued to work and work like a robot. Perhaps at some point, you had also become one of those robotic arms. N2. So let's try choosing I'm the Hare. The Hare, huh? So you are an underachiever then. Despite your talents, you never accomplish anything. Ouch! Such a poor soul. Well, Hare Tortoise, it doesn't matter. I'm sure our next floor will be of interest to you. Here we are. 13. Let me see if there's anything new here. If not, I'll skip ahead. So it's the same choice, just I'll pass. So that question didn't truly matter, it just changed some context. So you don't want to work for us. That's such a shame. Well, maybe factory work isn't for you. It's alright, it's alright. We have other positions too. Maybe our next stop will be more to your liking. Oh yes, in the meantime, would you like to play a game? Ooh! Here's our new slot machine prototype. What makes it different from other slot machines, are you wondering? Well, it's free to play, so feel free to give it as many attempts as you want. The win condition is to get 3 of the same number in a row. 444? I'll let you do your thing. Please enjoy. Yee. You lose. Almost. Kinda. We're gonna be here a while. But I'm 100% sure. Let's see, there might be an ending tied to the jackpot, maybe an ending tied to like the 444. Oh, I forgot to mention. Another feature of this new prototype is not only is it free to play, you can also never win. You say that. But we'll see. Make the impossible possible. Hey, look, 666. I have my suspicions. See, like how I adjusted almost to 666? It's not completely random, it probably has set numbers. And the number I need to get is going to be one of these. So we're not giving up till we get it. Jump skip! Maybe you should consider stopping already. Are you perhaps a gambling addict? Don't you tell me what to do. Okay, I should probably give this a break and come back to this. Maybe I'll try to see if I can get something out of this towards the end. We're gonna be here for an hour. Oh, enough for our slot machine already? That's a shame, but oh well. We'll arrive at our next stop in a moment. And here we are. Let me welcome you to the office in relation to the show. This is where our most brilliant and ambitious employees work. They have really long hair, too. I like it. As opposed to the factory, this place isn't automated, but you get paid accordingly to the amount of effort you put in. The employees of the office are an integral part of our development for the company. For the development of the company, rather. Creating new products that later get made in the factory, or new ideas to improve productivity. Salaries here start at 100k USD per hour. Huh? A newbie? You should definitely join us. In fact, you should work under me. Oh yes, if you enter as an apprentice of someone, your senior will get a portion of your income in exchange for mentorship. I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I also have over 250 apprentices. I'm probably one of the richest people in the world right now. Coo. But that's not enough. I need more. Become my apprentice. With your help, I'll be able to get to the absolute top. I'll become the CEO of this company. Then I'll fund new companies to become even richer. So join me. You won't regret it. Please don't be so pushy with the stranger. Shut up, elevator girl, you'll see. In no time, you'll work for me too. I'll own you and your stupid elevator. Just you wait and see. We'll see about that. Well, for now, I think the stranger could join you in your endeavors. From what I've gathered, the stranger would be a perfect fit for the office. Now please, would you leave the elevator and join your new job? Is this because I chose the rabbit? Or was it because of the gambling addiction? You left the elevator and entered the office. Under the guidance of your senior, you got really good at your new job in no time. Your pay kept increasing and increasing until it reached the millions. Your ambition would not be satiated by just that though. Eventually you set your aims higher and higher. Like your seniors before you, you also aimed to become the owner of the company. You started taking apprentices to maximize your pay, and rose above your seniors to stop giving them a cut of your income. In due time, you became unbelievably rich beyond your wildest dreams. In your old life, you could have easily taken over the world with the wealth and power you had now. But here it was different. Acquiring the company, or even access to other floors, was still beyond your reach. So you kept working and working, scheming and scheming, become richer and richer. At some point, you learned the price of the company. It was, simply put, infinite. But you didn't let that information discourage you. You just kept on accumulating wealth in order to buy it. Surely, someday, you'll have enough to buy it. If infinity is what you need, then you just have to become infinitely rich, right? So you kept on working in the office forever. Infinitely. And 3. Well, I don't think this stranger would be a good fit for this floor anyway. Let's keep going deeper. And on we go. We should chat for a bit while we get to the next destination. What do you think of this descent thus far? I hope you're having a good time. I kinda am, yeah. And to the last stop, you surely wish to go back into the elevator. That's for sure. Never mind that. But it's all good. The company really appreciates people like you. Even more so, you're exactly what we are looking for. I've been working here for over 50 years, so I know what I'm talking about. When I see someone with big potential, I can identify so immediately. That's elevator girl for you. I too am great at my job. Are you trying to groom me to be a new elevator person? Like, you've rid the elevator! That means you're perfect for the elevator job. Oh, we finally arrived at our next stop. This floor is 69. Actually, let's skip this floor, shall we? No! Nice. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, sorry. Is my singing bothering you? This is a long trip down, so sometimes I get distracted. I'm sorry. Well, now that I think about it, you must be hungry right now, right? We happen to have a full-course meal service at this elevator, so feel free to eat whatever you want. Hold up a second. I'll bring you the menu. Please choose what dish you'd like to eat. Tofu soup or beef stew, huh? Beef stew? I see. Good choice. Now for the main course. Pork chop? Another good choice. Finally, please use the dessert. Banana split or fruits? Split. Alright, now please enjoy your meal. You're gonna, lecture me no matter what I do here, aren't you? I hope that was tasty. I can't help but notice you selected some dishes that contain animal products. I hope you are aware that animals had to die to satiate your hunger. If you are the type of person that enjoys inflicting pain upon creatures you deem inferior to you, That'd be very unfortunate. But I'm sure you're very aware of the death of all around you, right? You'd only eat other creatures to survive, not for pleasure. Am I right? Well, but enough about food. Let's chat a bit more. There's still a long way down. A question. Do you have pets? I'm trying to think from the perspective of what's gonna get me killed in this elevator. Let's do, yeah, have pets. I see. So you think that enslaving animals is okay. Noted. Next question. Imagine you're on a deserted island with a starving old man and a cute puppy. You just had a full course meal and have one apple left. Would you give the apple to the old man or the cute puppy? I'd eat the apple. I'd give the apple to the old man. I'd give the apple to the dog. I'd eat the apple. I see. Next scenario. You're stranded on a mountain in winter with your kitten. At this rate, you'll be the first one to die. If your kitten eats your remains, it might survive. Do you accept death in this case? Or would you kill your cute kitten for food? I'm choosing these actions based on what endings I want to get, by the way. So don't judge me. So I'm choosing this one. I see. Final question. Would you give up your tongue in exchange for leaving this elevator? Yes. Understandable. Something interesting is going to come out of that combination. Something interesting. Oh, we have arrived. This floor. Let me welcome you to the kitchen. Here our employees work hard to provide food for everyone in the company.
That visit looks very tasty.
I'm in pain!
Why don't you join the kitchen? We have nice food here.
I'm in pain, seriously. I'm dying. Yeah, this kitchen is very nice and... Look, I won't sugarcoat it. The food comes from them, alright? I'm in pain!
Come on, just a bite. It won't hurt.
Oh, we actually survived. No, you aren't deserving of the kitchen. People like you deserve to go even deeper. Shall we continue, stranger? So, if I chose the nice options, were you gonna shove me into the kitchen? Because I purposely chose the wrong well, what I assume were the wrong options. But there could be a twisted logic to it. Where it's like, oh, you're kind of nice, huh? It's time you learned about the nature of nature. I know you have many questions right now, but I'm legally allowed to not answer any of them. Just trust me for now. I'll find the best floor for you. As I said before, our company really likes having people like you on board. I wouldn't let you go to waste. "445. Ah, it's never pleasant to come to this one. Here's the floor, I guess. So you want to get to 444? Let me welcome you to the prison. Here we bring people that have issues with interpersonal relationships. The people here fail at basic human interactions, so please be careful." One's coming in.
Don't believe any of her lies, stranger. You know the truth about this place. She won't let you out. She'll keep torturing you until she becomes bored of it. This floor is not a prison. This is where she puts her broken toys. If you leave now, you'll avoid becoming a freak like us. You'll have much more luck finding a way out as a normal human. So let's trade places.
Well, everything he said is a lie, except for that last part. It is possible to trade your place in the elevator with one of our employees. The people on other floors would never give up their jobs. But the troublemakers here are different.
Lies, lies, all lies. You have to trust me, stranger. I don't want what happened to me to happen to you.
Yes, let me trust you, scary multi-arm, sharp teeth, triple eye man.
If I am in the elevator, I can get revenge on her. And you can get away from her. It's a win-win.
If we are done here, I think it's time to leave this place now.
Just trade places with me.
Trade places. I see. If that's what you want. Now, please trade places with our employee. This obviously is going to work out for us. Clearly, you left the elevator and traded places with the man. As soon as you entered the prison, deformed individuals started approaching you.
Oh, look at those pretty eyes you've got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to them.
And everything went dark after hearing those words.
Look at those hands! So pristine. Why can't I have hands like you?
After hearing that, you stopped feeling your hands. Were they even attached to your body anymore? You couldn't tell.
What a nice nose you have. I bet you have a great sense of smell.
Those are some nice feet. You must be pretty fast.
Look at that newcomer. They must not be very bright at all.
I wish I was a newcomer too. The voices kept going for a while, until they finally stopped. You found yourself laying on the floor, or at least that's what you think, as you had no way to tell anymore. Unable to see, unable to stand, unable to hear or smell, unable to grab anything or feel, unable to recall your old memories or what you used to be. You just laid there, thinking about things you could have. Maybe someday, you'll be able to trade places with someone else. N6. So then the cooking floor will be N5. Alright, let's choose the other options here. Tofu soup. I see. Good choice. Main course. Salad. Another good choice. Finally, please choose your dessert. Fruits. Alright, now please enjoy your meal. I hope that was tasty. I can't help but notice you didn't touch any of the dishes with animal products in them. I hope you don't live under the illusion that you're guilt-free for only eating plants. Plants are also living beings just like you and me. They might be incapable of complex thought, but they can still feel and fear as they are murdered for our consumption. In their own way, of course. But who says we have the moral high ground to say who gets eaten only because of a higher intellect? Well, I hope you at least understand the entitlement of yours when eating other living beings. It's an eat or be eaten kind of world, I suppose. Pet question? So I don't? I see. So you really hate animals. Noted. Next question. Starving man question. I'm not sure how these choices reflect things. Old man. Accept death. Or eat the cat. Final question. No, we still went by, so the choices for getting in there are somewhat very specific. It's not, seems like it's completely aligned. To be entirely honest, I think this drink would be a perfect fit for the kitchen. So for this one, I had to choose all the meat-eating dish ones. I had to pick, basically not having a pet, which means she does like a little mark like, oh, you really hate animals, don't you? I ate the apple for myself, and then I ate the cat. And then I said I wouldn't give my tongue up. I'm in pain! Now, would you do me a favor and leave my elevator? You left the elevator and entered the kitchen. As soon as you entered, many inhuman creatures swiftly approached you with piercing stares. The monsters then all launched themselves at you, colliding with each other in the process. You then saw the creatures start eating each other while trying to take a bite out of you. You tried to run, but bit by bit you started to get eaten by monsters who themselves were half eaten to death. The abominations kept eating you until not even bones were left. But somehow, you never lost consciousness. Even with no body, you were still you. But then you fell asleep. Once you woke up, the first thing you realized is that you had a body once again. The second thing you realized was how incredibly hungry you were. Eventually, you found yourself surrounded by monsters once again. You were going to get eaten once again. And just like that, it happened again. Except there was a slight difference this time. This time, you also took bites of the monsters. The next morning, you felt bigger and more powerful. But you were also incredibly hungry, once again. This time, you decide not to be prey, but to be a hunter. And 5. If you're done here, I think it's time to leave this place now. Stay in elevator.
Nishishi, you fool. Have you not seen what she really is?
Anime? Yeah, it still works. Hey, look, the horde's poking out of the hat. If anything, this is better. I'll assume you've already figured it out. That's right. You're already dead. Yeah, I kinda figured. Right now, we are going deeper and deeper into the layers of hell. Yeah, kinda figured. I'm trying to find which one is most appropriate for you. The eating one and the ones where they were taking the limbs, those were very basically hell. Also made me think of like Buddhist, more Eastern hells too, because they really like the ironic torture in some of those. Our next stop is very special. Maybe you'll even find it a bit familiar. That's why there's a 444 at the beginning. Here we are. This is our last stop. Oh look! Cliché hell. Let me welcome you to hell. That's right. Just hell. Every floor we visited thus far is also part of hell. This one, however, is very special. You could call it the Christian hell or the movie hell, basically what you'd imagine when thinking of this place. Lava, sulfur, agony, all the good stuff. This floor is sort of a VIP lounge. All our most distinguished guests stay here. Adolf, Walt, the Kims, even the field clones, Mr. Jobs. The gang's all here. Do you think you have the pedigree to join such a select group of evil? Well, I'll be the judge of that. Maybe the one set of questions then relate to this one. Well, I think that you don't deserve to be here. You're actually way worse than everyone on this floor. You make me sick. We're going at full speed to the very bottom of hell. That's the only place where you deserve to be. Deeper and deeper and deeper we go. To the very bottom of hell. To the last layer of damnation we go. Here we are. Hey look, 0. The void. We've gone so deep that we somehow returned to the starting point. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know either. Now, this is the last layer of hell. Oh no, it's real life. Let me welcome you to Earth. That's right. This door leads to the worst possible outcome of them all. You'll be reborn and have to go through an entire lifetime in that horrible world of yours. Oh my Satan, I'm surely glad not to be in your shoes right now. Now, please, get the fuck out of my elevator and go be a sneaky baby. See you in 80 years or so. Bye-bye. See you in about 200. Cyborgs. End 8. So that's the actual ending, but we have other endings to get. Oh, I was able to get it. Congratulations, you're now a VIP of Hell Inc. Eternal damnation awaits you. I don't know what I did to get this ending. I think I just did a mixture of like the negatives for each one, but not enough to get me to the bad endings of them. Now get off my elevator, please. Thanks. This one seemed like it was more complicated to get than the kitchen one. You left the elevator and entered hell. Your skin started to burn immediately. You were in a constant state of suffocation, being unable to breathe whatsoever. The resident demons would throw molten rocks at you on sight. On the rare occasions where you encounter another damned soul, they'd be as terrible as a person as you expect from someone in that layer of hell, so you started to avoid them. Despite the solitude and the physical torture, what pained you the most was remembering your past. Did your family mourn your death? Did you have any real friends? If you are such a terrible person to deserve this fate, they must have been relieved to see you go. Did your life have any meaning? Was it worth being lived? You continued thinking about things that you could have done differently. Advice you ignored. Help you rejected. Opportunities you missed. You have become numb to the pain, but your regrets will last forever. End 7. Oh, so you want to go to floor 4444? That's fine by me. I had an extra floor there. Secret. There you go, room 444. I think it is actually negative, by the way, because we're going down. Hello. Are you my soulmate? You lived happily ever after with the creepy girl. End 4. So that's it for the elevator. That is all endings. I would say this is essentially a perfect game jam game. It's part of that same 48-hour game jam. I've played a few other games from it that all have to do with diving. So a lot of them are elevator based. Now, I'm not saying this is a perfect game, but I'm saying like I said, it's a perfect game jam game because it is short, but not too short where it's like, oh, 6 minutes and you're done. They managed to find a way to cut time down and extend the length of the game because a lot of it's really just text in the end. You've got a unique premise where you're in the elevator. You've got a cute anime girl. You've got some assorted little characters you meet. It's not like a hard horror twist. It's more of just, it's got a little like a kicker into it. So you're not just kind of left flat at the end. And it has a simple, straightforward gameplay. So that is what I would deem a perfect game jam kind of game. Now on quality, and whether or not someone would enjoy this particular game, that's obviously gonna be subjective. But for me, I mean, we took a nice trip through an elevator. We met some nice people. Elevator girl's kind of cute. Horns or no horns. Although I prefer the horns, personally. And then we got isekai'd back into our own existence, which might be a negative. But yeah. Anyway, so that's it for the elevator. I'll see you guys later, and take it easy.